Hello and welcome to Estuary TV News with me, James Dunn. On tonight's show we've got our weekly paper review, but first here's Richard Morris with the news headlines.
Hello, in the headlines today, Immingham is well and truly in bloom and some old favourites are performed in Cleethorpes Memorial Hall. The national judges from the Britain in Bloom contest descended on the town of Immingham today. 3 judges that were there from the Royal Horticultural Society. We found out the kind of preparation that it takes to get the town ready.
Well, it's actually a year-round project, really, so we're working all year round, maintaining all the flower beds, replanting from the winter to summer, watering the hanging baskets, watering all the beds, deadheading the flowers, just making sure that all the flower beds are in pristine condition, ready for the particular day like today.
Well, certainly on our tour today we've seen significant amounts of floral work, significant amounts of communities taking on responsibility for their own area, brightening their own area, and it definitely makes an impact as you drive through the town.
We tend most of the time to do one entrant a day, so we've actually been all over Britain, from Essex to Scotland and from the Scilly Isles to Northumbria. But in terms of a day, that's it. It's 2.5 hours here, and then we spend another 2.5 hours trying to think what we made of that.
I'd like to think it's going well. We've certainly given the judges quite a lot to see, and don't want to predict, but I hope they're impressed anyway.
A community group has been granted the lease to a council-owned building that they hope will cut crime. The Grange Community Centre Group have been operating out of the centre for more than 3 years, but have now been granted a 50-year lease with a peppercorn rent. That means North East Lincolnshire Council will charge them a nominal amount to make the lease legal. They've also granted a similar deal to another group that will put the pavilion at Cleethorpes Sussex Recreation Ground back into use. The Grange Community Group are now excited as they can feel they can finally move forward with their plans because the lease gives them a certain future.
There's nothing for anybody to do around the area, so we've got one building, one community centre, so there's nothing else for any of the kids to do. They hang around on street corners, causing mischief really. So if we've got a centre where we can sort of all come together, hopefully it should cut some of the crime down on the estate as well, hopefully.
The Farmhouse pub in New Waltham is hosting a charity event to help 2 local primary schools. The event is taking place this weekend and will feature a barbecue and plenty of live local bands. We went to find out what the fundraising is in aid of.
Well, we do what we call it the Farm Fest, which is happening a week on Saturday, the 16th of August. It's the first one we've done here. We're doing fundraising for the 2 local schools in the village. We've got various bands on during the day and stalls and things for kids to do. Just basically wanting to have a really good day and raise some money for a good cause. One of the schools, the Waltham Primary, a little girl sadly died, a young girl, and they're getting like a memorial garden for her. So obviously a lot of money can go towards helping with that. So, and I think it's obviously to do something local for the local people, and at the end of the day it's their pub. So I'd like to feel the pub's like the hub of the community.
Do you fancy getting your hands on a £12,000 diamond? The jewel was launched into space as a part of a project by 77 Diamonds. It's reported to have landed within a 5-mile radius of Lear near Gainsborough in Lincolnshire and remains unclaimed. It was in the air for over 150 minutes and the atmospheric pressure at the edge of space caused the balloon carrying it to pop, bringing the diamond hurtling back down to Earth. The University of the Third Age played a hilarious comedy show at Cleethorpes Memorial Hall on Thursday. The routines included old favourites and funny slapstick routines.
Well, I honestly think when you are retired or semi-retired, you need to keep active and keep busy with your life. And I think this is what this is for, to keep going in your third age. It keeps you young at heart. The cast, the small amount of cast we've had has been fantastic. We've put together this show, worked very, very, very hard with it, and the director's been very good. Yeah, I've had a lot of help.
That's all we've got time for now. If you have a news story for us, then please call us on 01472 315561, or you can tweet us at Estuary TV or find us on Facebook if you search Estuary TV. We'll be back with more news soon. Goodbye.
Thank you, Richard. Now, we've got here with me today, I've got Nina Stobar from Phillips 66, and this is Hannah Uliot. Is that right, Hannah? Uliat, sorry, I do apologise. And how old are you, Hannah?
I'm 11.
And where are you from?
I'm from Killingham.
Killingham Primary School, that isn't?
Yes.
And you're...
I'm moving on to Year 7.
Oh, sorry, I apologise. And where are you going in Year 7?
To Sir John Melville.
That's September. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Brilliant. So you've actually brought in some stories that you're interested in for us to talk about today. Now, the stories that you've brought in are from First News, which is a student newspaper, is that right? And it goes out to 1 million students across the country. Tell me what you've brought in for us to look at.
Well, first of all, I've got this article here about loom ban worries.
I'm just going to hold that up if you don't mind, Hannah. So that's the story there. Yeah, tell me what that's about.
It says, experts have warned that the elastic bands could be a problem for the environment as they can't be recycled. A packet of 300 loom bands costs around £1 and can be made into bracelets, necklaces and even clothing.
I think that's great. Yeah, I mean, so really it's an environmental problem, isn't it? And so tell me, what are loom bands? I mean, you've got some there, haven't you?
Well, it's made of this material.
Silicon.
Silicon, that's the one. And it can't be recycled, so that's why I thought this would be interesting to show people that they are very fun. And
are they popular at your school?
Yes, very, very.
How long have you had them?
Just this year, yeah.
So do you think, knowing that, will put any of your friends or you off having the loom bands?
No.
No. You're interested in the story?
It was just interesting.
It is interesting, yes.
And you'll be careful how you dispose of them, or you'll maybe keep them for a longer time.
Yeah.
So Nina, thank you very much for coming in today, and you brought Hannah with us. Tell me how you know Hannah.
I know Hannah through work we've been doing at Killingham School. Phillips 66 is building an enterprise suite, so we're learning employability skills. And as part of that, Emma Lingard came along to the school and gave a talk on journalism and careers to do with journalism, and Hannah got hooked. So we're quite sought after. We've been on Radio Humberside with the BBC and Estuary TV. Who knows where we'll be next? What do you think, Hannah?
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. And tell me about a couple of these stories that you've picked out for us to read today.
I picked one story out from the Grimsby Telegraph, but I'm sure it covers the Scunthorpe Telegraph as well, which is the Northern Lincolnshire Business Awards, which are in their 13th year, and they recognise some phenomenal businesses, from micro businesses up to larger businesses, and people and the work they're doing in this area that makes it so great. And the event is phenomenal. The show is supported by the Grimsby Institute, the drama students.
They usually have some big names. I've been once before and saw the cast of We Will Rock You. Who did they have this year?
Yeah, they do. Well, they had the students from Grimsby Institute this year.
Well, that's even better.
So they didn't have a show this year, but the event itself is just amazing to be part of, and the celebrations are great. And this year, as part of it, they produced a postcard from Cleethorpes. And it was a short video, 5-6 minutes, showcasing the Cleethorpes area and what it has to offer. And I must admit, looking at it, it could be the south of France. It looks absolutely fabulous. We've got showgirls on the pier to fish and chips at Steele's. It's just an amazing video that is now available for businesses to help promote the area and recruit.
Great. And I suppose, as well as celebrating what people do, it's also a great chance to meet people, for that business community to... Absolutely,
to get together and to let your hair down. The work, and people work so hard, and to actually see people out of work and actually get to talk to them on a one-to-one and find out more information about them. It's brilliant. We've supported it as a company for 10 years. And we sponsor a community award, a business community award for work that they do in the areas. And it's always so hard to judge. The applicants, as I say, are outstanding.
And they get through a few bottles of wine at those events, don't they?
Apparently so. Obviously, I stick to the Diet Coke.
Obviously.
But yes, it's a very jolly night.
Now, the second one that you pointed out to me, actually, is one I love. But going into the modern age here at Estuary
Oh,
TV
yeah,
and actually
straight onto the
bringing
iPad. Yeah.
But I mean, this was actually on a lot of the national sites. This was, I mean, this what we're looking here is on the Independent, but it's been in a lot of papers. But
Yeah,
this
it
is
is.
about a London diamond company who've
Absolutely.
launched a £12,000 diamond into space.
Not just a diamond, an immaculate cushion-cut diamond into space. They launched it on a helium balloon in a little box. They did say they'd got a GPS system following it, and it reached, I've forgotten how far it reached, 100,000 feet, and the balloon popped. And the balloon fell along with the £12,000 diamond.
And it's fallen?
And it's fallen in Lincolnshire. It's fallen within a 5-mile radius of a village called Lee, which is near Gainsborough.
Which is small, isn't it?
Which is small. And I imagine that Lee is an exceptionally busy village this afternoon with a lot of treasure hunters searching out this diamond.
And what are you doing this afternoon, Hannah? Is Mummy taking you to Lee?
No, well, I'm actually going to my dad's, and we're going to go to Malaga tomorrow morning.
Oh, right, so you're not going to convince
We're not
Dad
going to go and look for a diamond first, maybe, on the way back to Mum's.
I suppose Malaga is better.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. So what about you? Are you going on the hunt, Nina?
Well, I could be very tempted to go on the hunt, but I have an awful feeling that it may not be found for 10 or 20 years.
You were saying
It's quite an agricultural area, and at the moment it's harvest, so you've got fields being ploughed by farmers, so maybe a lucky farmer will find it.
Either that, or a 12,000 diamond could well get buried.
Buried for who knows how many years.
A very long
and
time.
discovered maybe when diamonds are worthless, who knows.
Okay, brilliant. So Hannah, I'm going to go straight back to you with another story that you picked.
Okay.
And I love this story, but you tell me about it, please. Is this one?
Yeah,
here?
Ice cream.
Okay, this one, ice cream in a can. If you've ever dreamt of having your favourite dessert on the go, you'll love this latest invention from a chef in America, an ice cream sundae in a can.
And what flavours are they?
Well, it's got mascarpone, cherries, honey marshmallows, and cherry meringues.
Meringues,
that's it.
it's all right.
And the soup can will also be lined with chocolate.
Well,
That's
that does sound...
flavours.
Sounds interesting, that. I like this line at the end here that said that the guy responsible, whose name I believe is...
Dominic.
Yep, Dominique. He was also responsible for cronuts, which are apparently a cross between croissant and a donut. Have you tried any of them?
Nope.
What about you, Nina?
Well, I like the way you said apparently are called cronuts, as
Well,
if you also haven't
I'm
tried
allergic,
them.
but-
Are you? Yeah, okay, I'm not allergic. I have tried them and they are very, very delicious.
Very popular.
Very
actually, at the
delicious.
moment.
But the other interesting thing on that story, the profits from it are going to help feed the homeless.
Oh, that's lovely.
So there's a really nice slant to the story, but I'm rather excited that maybe I could have in my glove box in the car an ice cream sundae, just in case.
On was it Monday, we commemorated
100 years. Absolutely. It's amazing to look back and slightly ironic that I had to stay up late to be able to switch my lights off at 10 o'clock and light a candle in memory of those that fought on all sides of the war. And you did it as well.
Do you think, that, I mean, you wouldn't have known these people, nor would I, they'd gone a long time before we were born, but do you think it's important to still remember those people, Hannah?
Yeah, because they've done a lot, because life wouldn't be as it is now if it weren't for them.
Yeah,
So-
very true. Did you light a candle?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay, well, I'm afraid that really is all we've got time for today. But Hannah, thank you very much for coming in, and thanks for bringing your friend Nina as well. She was quite useful. But that is all we've got time for. So if you've got any news, don't forget that you can contact us on 01472 315 561. Email us at news@estuary.tv, or you can get in touch via Facebook or Twitter. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.